Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today continues my mini series of sharing my New Year's resolution of long ago with you. And if this is the first of the series you're catching, years ago I made a resolution to be organized, and I like to break that down into bits and pieces to make it doable. And I came up with the idea of tossing 10 things on the first 10 days of each month. And that has just lasted through the years, and now it's simply part of my life. It's habit. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to take you on this journey. It is very unplanned, it is purposeful, but it's not planned, and it's just 10 things. There's a lot of times I could go to 20 or 30, as you will see in this series, but it makes it doable. It's how, it's just how I do things. And it doesn't always have to be the same thing. In other words, it doesn't all have to be from the junk drawer that day, or all shoes another day. So I will take you through days 5, 6, and 7 today. You will notice I filmed the tossing out on the appropriate days, but I'm filming all the intros and outros, if that's what they're called, at the same time, because it's just easier to set up the background ones, put on the makeup ones, and all of that good stuff. All right, so let's talk about day 5. Day 5 is I was doing my magazine rack. Just kind of that morning was thinking about it. I'm probably thinking about this more because I'm doing the series, but usually it's not something I plan for. It's not as though the other 20 days of the month I'm going, what 10 things can I do? It just doesn't work that way. It's just purposely looking around the house going, how many times am I going to walk past X? And today's the day. It's going to make it into the 10 pile. This morning I thought of my magazine rack. I go through, my magazine rack is a victim quite often, and apparently I've done it more recently than I realized, as you will see. And so I still needed some filler to come up with 10 things, and I did. So let's start with day 5, which begins with magazines and then just goes into other things to round out the 10. Day 6, attacking my magazine rack. So it's just a black metal rack filled with magazines and soft cover books, and I like to go through this maybe once or twice a year. So this is the, I believe, November Good Housekeeping. As you can see, I haven't even opened it yet, so this one is staying. I'm just going to pull the first 10. I have not gotten to this one yet. Allure, I think. When I find something that I want to keep, oh, it was for this, I tear out the pages. And I've not read this one. This one is brand new, so I've not read this issue of Allure. This is garbage. I'm not going to count that. Have not read the Marie Claire yet with Nicki Minaj. This, what the heck is this? Oh, Sephora catalog. Don't need that. This one looks like I'm in the middle of reading. And let's see what else is here. This one is old. Toss that. This one is old. Toss that. Looks like all this half read. I never throw away my New Beauty magazines. They are fabulous, I think, so I'm keeping that. And these are all New Beauty, if I'm not mistaken, so I'm keeping all of these, and these are articles. Oh, cranes, don't need that. Okay, so this one was not too bad. I'm going to have to go through these articles, so I still need to rummage around for a few more things for today. Alright, found 6 more things to round out 10 for today. Now again, I easily could have gone back to the junk drawer. I could have gone back under the bathroom vanity, but I don't, this is my resolution. Been doing it for years, and some days I just feel like doing, I'll wake up, and as I'm walking around the house, or when I come back, after work, I'll think, okay, let's attack this drawer, or this cabinet, or this part of the closet. And then other days I just walk around going, And today's kind of one of those days. I really thought I must have done the magazine rack more recently. I forgot, because usually that's a treasure trove. So this is a binder. It's an old work binder. It's actually in pretty bad shape. I don't think I'm going to give this to Goodwill. I think I'm going to throw it in the recycle bin. So that's number 5. This is number 6, and it's beautiful. It's a cloth covered tapestry photo album. So that'll be going to Goodwill. So that's number 6.
Number 7 is another photo album I found, brand new, never used, cloth covered, gorgeous. So that's number 7. 8 is a roll of fax paper from the days when fax machines, if we even have fax machines anymore, but they used to be thermal. They used thermal paper, not ink. They used a heat pressed thing and you put in rolls of thermal paper. So that's going. From that same era, we had, these are printer, Hewlett-Packard, it's a printer software. Oh my goodness, for a desktop. So I'm counting that as 1. But so that is item number 9. And then item number 10, I have gone back and forth with for 2 years. And finally today, for whatever reason, was the day I said, this is done. My oldest son used to be an equestrian, so we had all kinds of horse-related things. This is quite heavy. It could be a bookend. It's made in Germany, lead crystal. And I've been keeping it and keeping it. This is something I didn't buy specifically for him. It was just during that era, and I found it and kind of put it, I don't remember where I even had it, but it's time to go. So that's going to Goodwill. And that rounds out my 10 for today.
Okay, we are now on to day 6. And day 6, I thought of the night before. We were going out. I went into the coat closet to grab my coat, and I looked up, and I don't know about you, but I keep a bag pile. Collection, is that a better word? You know, when you go shopping and it's a nice sturdy bag or a pretty bag, I keep it. For what reason? I have no idea. Sometimes somebody will come over and you'll let, maybe you'll be giving them something. If you collect makeup, then you know you're always giving it away, or leftovers or something. But really, how often does that happen? So as I was getting my coat and I looked up, I was like, this bag collection, it's time to cull it out a little bit. So today on day 6 is my bag collection. I'm just grabbing the first 10 bags that'll come out without the whole thing tumbling down on me, not giving any reason or rhyme. This is, again, one of those times where you can see easily I could have gotten another 10 bags, but that's not how I do it. I don't make this a big, get it all done. It's just 10 things, and I'm done for the day, and that's the end of that. So let's watch me doing my bag collection.
Here we go, the bag, the infamous bag collection. Why I keep bags, I have no idea. Do we all do that? So I'm just going to grab the first 10 bags I can pull out without it tumbling down on me, and we'll go from there. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whoa, that was 6 too. 7, where am I? 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! And there we go. I could keep on going, but I don't. Just, it doesn't bother me. There's more for another day. Bye.
Day 7 was interesting. We have a relatively new puppy. He's 9 months old. He is Banks. If you follow me anywhere else, you probably know him. He is a miniature bulldog, which is not a recognized breed, but typically what it is it's a 50-50 mix of an English bulldog and a Boston Terrier. So Banks has been around and he's growing, and last night we just, we realized the collar he was wearing was okay, but a bit too tight, and thought, okay, it's just time, that time has come to change collars. And we have collars because every time I shop, for him, there's always something cute. And I went into we have this storage bin, this big Rubbermaid storage bin that is all Banks. His toys are in there that, we kind of give him a little at a time. All his rawhides, his bones, his collars, his leashes, his halters, everything is in there. And so I went digging for a new collar for him and tossed the one that's too small in there. And I realized, there's 10 things in here that I can absolutely get rid of. I don't think of him as a fussy dog, but he is fussy when it comes to like rawhides or chews or, not rawhide, the natural bones, antlers, I don't even know, pig's ears. There's all kinds of things that dogs do now because rawhide is actually not there's controversy about whether rawhide is good or not. So day 7 was cleaning out 10 things out of Bank's box, and you'll see that easily. And I really have to think about, most of these things are very usable, so I need to, if they're new-ish, then they're going to go to Goodwill like everything does, or I have plenty of friends. We have plenty of friends and family with dogs that we can absolutely give away the treats that he doesn't like and the sticks and the things. So there isn't too much that's actually going to get tossed here. Here we go.
So today I'm doing 10 things in what we call Bank's box. Banks is our puppy. I think I just explained that to you. And pulling 10 things that he just will not chew, eat, whatever. So this is an empty box. Obviously, that's going to go. This is one of his brand new coats. I think it's actually too small. I might end up returning it, so we're not going to put that out. This is another one of his winter coats, so we're keeping that. This is his newest, oh no, this one doesn't fit him anymore. So that's 2 things. He will not eat these. So this is going to go to some other lucky dog. These are greenies, which he's supposed to eat. They're good for his teeth, and we keep trying, but well, I'm going to keep this. This is his new halter, and it does fit him, so keeping that. This doesn't matter. Okay, he will not eat these. We try and try, so that's going to a new home. One of his collars when he was a puppy, I'm keeping this because I'm sentimental that way. Another collar that will not fit him. That'll probably go to Goodwill. Toy, yes, he still plays. This is, I think, his Frankenstein toy. This collar no longer fits him. So what am I up to here? Let me see. I'm up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things. He doesn't like these sticks. I don't know why. This thing here, yak sticks. Somebody told us about yak sticks, or what are they? So not thrilled with that. 7. That's garbage. 8. He will not eat these. 9. And one more thing for the road. Oh, this was his Halloween costume. He was a Frankenstein. That won't fit him next year. So that'll go to either a home with a small dog or to Goodwill. So there we go. 10 things. My husband's been helping me. And here you can see the dog. There's Banks. Thank you.
So there you have it, days 5, 6, and 7, 10 things a day. So we just have a few more days left, 8, 9, and 10. And thank you for doing this again. I hope I entertain you. I hope I inspire you. Certainly, if you decide to do this, you can do it any way you want. You want to go through one drawer, and no matter how many things are in there at a time. I can't explain the reason or rhyme why and the discipline I have to stop at 10, but I have found that when you make a mountain too high or you overcommit, it doesn't happen. Eventually you just give up on it. But 10 every 10, maybe you want to do, if your house is really in tough shape, you might want to do 15 on 15. That may work for you. But I hope this works. And I just am ending every video, if you've made it to the end, please pray for my husband, Vito. He has been diagnosed with Merkel cell carcinoma, which is an extremely rare and, worse yet, a very aggressive cancer. He is stage 3. We just found this out last Friday, the diagnosis. And we are, every day is filled with oncology or scans or research support groups. Thank you for all the prayers already. Just a quick, God, right now I'm praying that on his PET scan that the spots on his liver are simply fatty deposits. I hope they are not tumors. If they are, that would put him to stage 4. So if you're throwing up a prayer right now, hey God, let those spots be nothing tomorrow during the PET scan. Thanks again for watching. Take care. Bye.